In a faraway land, nestled deep in the mountains, there stood a peaceful Zen monastery. The wind whispered through the cherry blossoms, and the air carried a sense of tranquility. One morning, two young monks, Hiroshi and Kenji, stood outside the monastery, enjoying the soft breeze. Hiroshi, ever cheerful, always saw the good in everything around him. Kenji, on the other hand, carried the weight of worry on his shoulders. His thoughts often wandered to the problems of the world, leaving him anxious and doubtful. As they spoke, their conversation was interrupted by the presence of Master Hequin, the head monk. His calm aura immediately commanded their attention. With a steady gaze, he said, "It's time for you both to go on a journey. You must cross the deep river beyond the forest. Along the way, you will find what you need." The young monks exchanged glances, a mixture of curiosity and uncertainty. Master Hequin offered no further instructions, simply turning and walking away, leaving them to their task. The path ahead was long, winding through a dense forest. The trees loomed tall, their leaves rustling as the monks ventured deeper into the unknown. Hiroshi remained calm, marveling at the beauty of the forest, the songs of birds, and the sunlight filtering through the leaves. But Kenji, true to his nature, worried. His mind buzzed with thoughts of all the things that could go wrong. What if we lose our way? What if the river is too dangerous? He muttered to himself. After hours of walking, they finally reached the river. But it wasn't that they had expected. The water was swift and deep, and sharp rocks jutted out from the surface. The sight of it made Kenji's heart race with fear. He took a step back, unsure of what to do next. "This is impossible," Kenji whispered, staring at the rushing water, his face pale with anxiety. Hiroshi, however, stood tall. His eyes scanned the river and, with a calm voice, he said, "Look, Kenji, the rocks form a path. We can cross if we step carefully." Without hesitation, Hiroshi moved forward, testing the first stone. Then he took another step and another, hopping from one rock to the next with ease. Kenji stood frozen, his mind racing. "What if I slip? What if I fall?" he thought. But seeing Hiroshi move so confidently, something inside him stirred. He took a deep breath and stepped onto the first rock. His legs trembled, but he kept going, following Hiroshi's lead. Step by step, he crossed the river, his fear slowly fading. When they finally reached the other side, a wave of relief washed over them. Both monks looked at each other and smiled, Hiroshi's usual bright smile and Kenji's, filled with a new sense of accomplishment. The journey across the river had taught them something far deeper than they expected. As they continued their journey, the forest opened up into a vast meadow where they collected herbs. Guided by the wisdom of nature, Kenji began to notice how much lighter the journey felt now that his mind was not weighed down by worry. The path hadn't changed, but his perspective had. By the time they returned to the monastery, the sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of gold and purple. Master Hakuin stood waiting for them at the gate, a gentle smile on his face. "What have you learned from your journey?" he asked. Hiroshi bowed and spoke first, his voice calm and sure. "I learned that no matter how difficult the path may seem, if we focus on the steps, we can move forward." Kenji followed, his voice now filled with understanding. "I have learned that fear can blind us to the possibilities ahead, but with a positive mind, we can overcome any challenge, even the deepest rivers." Master Hakuin nodded, satisfied with their answers. "Remember, life will present many rivers, some deeper than others, but the strength of your mind, guided by positivity, will always carry you across." And so, Hiroshi and Kenji continued their journey in the monastery, forever changed by the lesson of the river. The power of positivity had shown them that even the greatest challenges could be overcome one step at a time.